Welcome to Know Your DNA's podcast, where we journey into the intricate landscape of DNA, health, and the innovations of at-home care. Every episode promises new discoveries, insights, and the science that impacts our daily lives. I'm Alex, and I'm thrilled to guide you through today's exploration. Let's get started. Welcome to another episode of Know Your DNA's podcast, where we delve deep into the mirror of our genetic heritage. Today, we're exploring a topic that piques the curiosity of many: Native American ancestry. We're joined by Jordan, an expert in genetics and ancestral DNA testing. Jordan, could you give us a brief introduction to today's topic?
Absolutely, Alex. We're focusing on the fascinating subject of DNA testing and its role in uncovering Native American heritage. This is a popular quest for many who want to understand their roots and connect with their ancestors. So we'll be discussing how DNA testing works and what it can tell us about our potential Native American lineage.
That sounds intriguing. Let's start with the basics. Can a DNA test actually help someone determine if they have Native American ancestry?
Yes, it can. DNA test kits can reveal ethnic lineage by analyzing your genetic code to determine where your ancestors came from. If you have Native American ancestry, it's possible that an at-home DNA test could identify it.
That's encouraging, but I've heard there are some limitations with these at-home DNA tests. Can you talk a bit about those?
Certainly. While these tests can be beneficial, they aren't foolproof. The accuracy largely depends on the testing company's database. If their database lacks a strong representation of Native American DNA, or if it's relatively small, that could make it challenging to get a full picture of your ancestral heritage.
So it sounds like there's a bit of crowdsourcing involved with these tests. How does that work?
DNA testing companies rely on individuals taking their DNA tests to build their databases. If the database doesn't grow or people from specific heritages don't participate, the data remains incomplete. This is a critical factor for many looking into their Native American roots. And since most tribes don't require DNA testing for membership, there is limited genetic data from those communities available for these databases.
With so many tribes out there, how does DNA testing fit into the criteria these tribes use to determine membership?
Every tribe has its own criteria for membership, typically based on family connections, not DNA testing. More than 550 federally recognized tribes each have unique guidelines. Some tribes even prohibit DNA testing of their members, which naturally limits the amount of Native American genetic information in databases.
All right, let's get to the verdict then. Should people use these DNA tests to establish Native American heritage?
In truth, establishing a genetic connection to a Native American tribe through these tests is likely impossible. But that doesn't mean learning more about your genetic roots isn't valuable. It can be a meaningful, personal journey, and you may learn about genetic predispositions for certain health conditions along the way.
So even though we can't necessarily join a tribe with a DNA test, there are still good reasons for doing one, aren't there?
Absolutely. Discovering that you have Native American DNA can be enlightening and fulfilling, allowing you to explore parts of your history and learn more about your family. It's certainly not a wasted effort.
Let's talk about the services available. If someone suspects Native American heritage, where should they start?
There are reputable services like Ancestry.com, which can connect you to potential relatives and give you more insight into your heritage. Living DNA is also great, especially if you're looking to contribute your DNA to a global project. Keep in mind, though, there are privacy concerns and cultural considerations that may discourage some Native Americans from participating in these databases.
It seems like a delicate balance between curiosity and respect for the privacy and wishes of the Native American community. Jordan, thank you for breaking down the complexities of DNA testing for Native American ancestry. It's definitely given us a lot to think about.
It was my pleasure, Alex. Remember, understanding our past can enrich our present, so whatever your reasons for exploring your DNA, it's a journey worth taking.
And that wraps up today's discussion on Know Your DNA's podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and join us next time as we unlock more secrets within our DNA. Thanks for tuning in. As we conclude another enlightening episode of Know Your DNA's podcast, I hope you're leaving with a renewed sense of wonder about the world within us. From the strands of our DNA to the choices we make for our health at home, it's all a journey of understanding. I'm Alex, thanking you for being with us today. Stay informed, stay inspired, and we'll connect again soon.